Hello, you guys. This is our holding tank video. This is going to explain to you guys a little bit about our holding tank, where to find it, what it is, what we need to do with it. So you guys are all familiar with this back office. This is our back office. And at the top line there, you'll see home, downline, communications, shopping, account services, and leaderboard. So to get to our holding tank, we're actually going to go to our downline, to holding tank, and it's going to bring us into our holding tank. Now, if you have any new customers or distributors in your holding tank, this is where they're going to go, and they're going to be there for 30 days. And the reason they go there is you have the option to move them and place them down into your organization, into your tree. So you have 30 days to move them. So if you know where you're going to move them, if you want to move them under Sally Joe, you're going to go to change. Okay. So when you hit change, the customer's ID and name will show up where I have it blacked out there for privacy purposes. And then you would enter Sally Joe's ID. You would hit verify. And then you would see that Sally's name would come up. And so make sure it's hit verify, make sure it's going to the correct place, and then you would hit confirm, and that customer would then move under Sally. Now that doesn't mean that that customer now becomes Sally's customer. It is still your customer. However, Sally now has can count the same volume as well as get paid on Sally Joe as well as you can. So you guys both get the volume. You don't have to share it, like it doesn't get split in any way. You both get full. So if Sally has 100 volume, you guys both get that 100 volume. So this is where moving customers out of your holding tank to different people in your downline, this helps them rank up as well. This also helps them get a bigger paycheck as well. But this is how, where to move it is kind of important. Because this is how you are going to get even a bigger paycheck. So I want you guys to go over to your tree, your organization. So again, you'd go to downline and we'd go to graphic tree. Okay, so that brings us to our tree. So at the top there would be you. Okay, now in our compensation plan, which we'll go over after I'm kind of done talking about this, you get paid a little bit different percentage on each line in our organization. The line that we get paid the most on is the green, the green line there, which is 9% residual income that we get paid on anybody on that line that isn't getting Smart Start that month, okay? So anyone on that line, you are getting 9% residual pay from it. Okay, so if you look at the red, that's our first line. There's 2% pay that we get off of any orders on our first line, so not very much. So we really don't have a whole lot on our first line other than maybe our top distributors where we're building legs off of. The blue is our second line. We get paid 5% residual on that line. And then our green, there's the 9%. And then purple is our fourth line, which is 5%. And we actually get paid all the way down to our 9th leg. And this starts, you can get paid to the 9th leg at elite level. So this is one of the reasons why you want to work on ranking up, because the higher the rank, the more lines you get paid on. Okay, so being that we get paid 9% on our third line, a lot of the time, that's where you're going to really want to work on moving customers too. So I like to if I have to move customers, I try to get them onto my third line. I do, like if I needed to help somebody down on my fourth, or that's on my third line, like the distributors there, which are the colored, they're the blue and the black, and this, if you look in the third line where we're circled the green, there's some green, blue, and black. Those are our distributors. So say I needed to help somebody there to rank up, yeah, I'm probably, you know, going to place on my fourth line to help them for the volume they need. Yes, I'm going to lose pay there, but I'm also helping my distributors, which is a good thing to do as well. But if you're not really needing to help any distributors below your third line, definitely try to place on your third line. So for example, if I too was just trying to help somebody on my first line, I wouldn't place right underneath them. I would place in my third line somewhere underneath them, because then everybody all the way up gets that volume. And then I get paid more on that customer as well. So I hope I'm kind of staying with you guys. So your third line is kind of where you're gonna want to move. Unless, again, you need to help somebody farther down. Okay? So here we're going to talk a little bit about the compensation plan, and it's going to explain to you a little bit of how these lines work. So when we come in as a distributor, when you're enrolling new customers, new distributors, you guys are getting paid the Smart Start bonus. I'll just go to this page quick. At the green circle at the top, you guys can see that if your personal volume is between 199, you're going to get paid 30% Smart Start bonus. And if it's 200 and plus, you're going to get paid 40% Smart Start bonus. So that's kind of what you want to aim to have every month. There's no sense leaving money on the table, okay? Okay, so you get that, and then as a distributor, you get paid on your first line only. We'll go back to the tree here. So your first line, you get paid on anybody in your first line. As a new distributor, a lot of your customers are on your first line because a lot of the time you don't have distributors yet to move underneath. But that being said, you have 30 days to move those customers. So you really want to try to get some distributors moving. My rule of thumb is to get 3 main lines going right away. Okay. As you rank up to Pro 1, you can see that you now get paid down to line 2. Okay. So now we get the red and the blue line. Okay. So we get paid on everything on those lines. As you rank, oh, that's Pro 1, sorry. Pro 1, you get paid down to 2 legs. As you go to Pro 2, you get paid 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so as a Pro 2, all of this you would get paid on. And as you go up to Pro 3, you get paid, basically you add a line. Every time you rank up, you add a line, you add a line, you add a line, you add a line. So, you know, by the time you kind of get to Pro 9 or to Pro 7 and you're on your 9th leg, it's 2%, 5%, 9%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, and then 2%. So you get paid all the way down. So you're still, even though, like, for example, my organization goes down to like 20 some legs, yes, I only get paid on my 9%, but I still get the volume. I still get all the volume. So I've been able to rank up to an elite, which then means where if you guys kind of go down to the bottom there, you'll see I've circled the elite pool yellow with the arrows. So once you hit an elite, you actually get a percentage of the entire company's sales. So as a Pro 7, you get 1 share. And as a Pro 8, you get 2 shares. Pro 9, you get 3 shares. And as a Pro 10, you get 4 shares. So it's a pretty good extra chunk of change. So it kind of makes up for not getting paid so far down. Also, if there is a distributor that isn't getting paid, like that isn't meeting the requirements to get paid, they compress the lines. So they'll actually kind of like, they'll still be there, but that line will be invisible, I'll say, and then the next line comes up. So you are always kind of compressing your legs, and you are always, and the system does this for you, which is nice. So you're always getting the best of the best pay, as long as you're making sure you have the volume you need to rank up, or you need to be paid, sorry. Okay, so again, that's kind of that's how everything holds out. So let's just quickly go to the start here again. So we're talking about our down line, our holding tank. So you go down line, holding tank, your person's going to be in here. Decide where you want to move them, okay? Figure out where you're moving them, get that ID number, place it in, verify that you're moving to the right spot, and confirm. And then they will end up in your tree wherever you have placed them, again with your third line paying the most. So we went through this. The Pro 3, you'll see the purple Pro 3. At Pro 3, you guys, you actually get a 30% matching bonus on distributors in your downline. So your first generation, so the distributors that you enrolled, you get 10% match bonus of their checks. And then their distributors, you get 5%, and those distributors, you get 5%, and those distributors, you get 5%, and so on. So that's pretty cool. So that's Pro 3 is like a huge breaking point in getting paid. Because you're going to get paid on your personally enrolled distributors, okay? And then your personal enrolled distributors. So if somebody placed their distributor underneath you, you won't get a check match on them because they're not exactly in your line. Pro 3 is also where you start to get the launch bonuses. So if you are the top Pro 3 in your organization and somebody way down orders a platinum pack, you get paid $62 off of that because you're the top Pro 3 or 4 in that organization. Same as someone orders a gold, you get paid 31 bucks. Someone orders a silver, you get paid 15. Now this is also all, nope, sorry, these are Canadian prices, you guys. So the US will be slightly different. These are Canadian prices. And then again, if you're the top Pro 5, you'll get 62. If you're the top Pro 5 for gold, you get 31, silver 15. Now Pro 7, top Pro 7, Pro 8, Pro 9. So this one, for example, I'm a Pro 8, but Leslie and Tanya are Pro 7s underneath me. So they actually get that platinum $62 now, and I don't, because unless it's not someone in their organization, but they get that now. So that's kind of cool there. Sucks for me, but that's kind of cool there. And then again, if you were the top Pro 10, you'd be getting all the launch bonuses. So that's just some extra cash. You guys, you can get paid weekly by your Smart Start bonuses. You're going to get paid monthly for your residual. You get paid weekly for your launch bonuses. So that's what we were just talking about. So if anyone enrolls underneath you. And then monthly on the generational check matches once you've hit Pro 3, and monthly on the elite pool. So there's so many ways to get paid in this company, it's not even funny. All right, so you guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope this helps explain our holding tank. There she is, and what you need to do to get to it, how you move somebody, and where you just might want to move them. All right, and just remember too, a little tidbit we talk about this a lot in our other video, is about staying balanced. So if you look at, I'll see if I can write on here now. If you look at, one second here, just let me get, okay. So if you look at these two legs, so just, whoa, I want a pen. So if you look at these two legs, this one and this one, you see that they're pretty balanced, right? So, you know, that's something you really want to stay balanced. Keep your legs balanced. And then he's got another one over on the other side too. This guy's actually got 4 legs. So he's got, and they're all fairly balanced. So keep your legs nice and balanced. The reason he has 4 is he actually just started a biz center too. So he's building a whole new leg now again. So he started building nice 3 strong legs. Now he's building a 4th leg. So hopefully this helps you guys. Have a good one.